Vladimir Putin's forces have the nuclear-capable Iskander-M missiles in their arsenal and are rapidly trying to mobilize them to a NATO border. Russia has reportedly mobilized nuclear-capable missiles to its border with NATO member Finland, as fears of Vladimir Putin escalating conflict in the region soar. According to Russian media, a missile brigade has been formed near the new NATO member, equipped with the Iskander-M ballistic missiles, capable of firing conventional and nuclear warheads. The newspaper Izvestia, citing Russian Ministry of Defense sources, reported that the systems are indispensable for Russia's Karelia Republic of the Leningrad Military District, LMD, formed after Finland joined NATO. The Missile Defense Advocacy Alliance, MDAA, called the Iskander-M the weapon of choice for Moscow when making threats throughout Europe. The think tank Royal United Services Institute, RUSI, said they provided Russia with a significant capability.
Если страны НАТО введут свои войска на Украину для того, чтобы нанести России стратегическое поражение, то тогда и наступит тот самый момент, о котором Путин как-то сказал: «Зачем нам мир, если в нем не будет России?» Тогда уж от нас полетит все и везде. И сарматы, и ярсы, и авангарды. Уже в прицелах американские центры принятия решений и пусковые установки на суше и на море. Францию, как ядерную державу, придется мгновенно разоружить. Британские острова просто уйдут под воду. Технологии для этого имеются. И мы о них как-то рассказывали. Но лучше до такого не доводить. И это не пропаганда.
Just in, a nuclear threat has been issued to the United States by Russia as Putin ally makes a chilling threat to sink UK under nuclear tidal wave if NATO sends troops, and reduce the United States to radioactive ash if NATO sends troops into Ukraine. This is Vladimir Putin's most senior propagandist in a vow to the United States and to NATO. This is some pretty incredible news coming out. And in addition to that, while this is unfolding, we've also heard that there is a new NATO country that is scrambling at this time to send troops to Russian border nations Sweden will send troops to Latvia as a part of its commitment to NATO following its recent membership in the alliance. So Russia warning not to do this, or they will reduce NATO and the United States to radioactive nuclear ash. Yet at the same time, we've got other nations scrambling to send them to the border nations to protect NATO nations. And also clarification and opinion piece coming out saying that Europe, but not NATO. So that way, as not to potentially trigger Russia, they're saying that this is Europe and not NATO, should send troops to Ukraine to halt Russia's advances. Kiev needs more boots on the ground, they say. And also, in addition to that, with these threats going back and forth and this intensifying over the past couple of days, this article coming out, listen to this. Court orders seizure of 440 million JP Morgan.
Да, давай! Ну ты и подали тоже, да? Да. На Кулиндорова цистерна, она с водой.
The sidelines of the Russia-Ukraine war, President Vladimir Putin has ordered the Russian military to conduct nuclear weapon drills at a base near Ukraine. The Russian naval troops from there have been tasked with carrying out the nuclear drills. The Kremlin says this is in response to statements made by the West about sending troops to Ukraine. Russia has said during the exercise a set of measures will be taken to practice the use of non-strategic nuclear weapons.
The statements of the Western representatives are being referred to, namely the statements of Mr. Macron and British representatives, to which a representative of the United States Senate has now been added, if I'm not mistaken, who spoke about readiness and even intention to send armed forces to Ukraine, that is, to actually put NATO soldiers in front of Russian military. This is a completely new level of escalation. It is unprecedented, and of course, it requires special attention and special measures.
Even as Russia is confronting the West over what it calls its interference in the war, the battleground remains intense. According to Russian officials, a Ukrainian drone attack killed 6 people and injured 35 others in Russia's Belgorod region. According to reports, Kyiv's drone targeted 2 buses filled with workers. The Belgorod governor said the attack took place near the village of Berezovka. The Russian attacks have also been no less damaging. The Ukraine's energy ministry reported that an overnight drone attack cut power to over 400,000 consumers in Ukraine's northeast region of Sumy. Efforts are underway to restore power in as many as 91 settlements.
Белогоровка, Луганской Народной Республики, Курдюмовка, Новомихайловка, Клещеевка, Спорная, Андреевка и Часов Яр, Донецкой Народной Республики. Предприятиям военно-промышленного комплекса, средством противовоздушной обороны, арсеналом, базам горючего, пунктом временной...
Well, Kyiv said its forces neutralized 12 of the 13 Russian drones used in the attack.
Бригад Вооруженных сил Украины в районах населенных пунктов Белогоровка, Луганской Народной Республики, Курдюмовка, Новомихайловка, Клещеевка, Спорная, Андреевка